What's happening, people out there? Yes, it's another day in the Philippines. Thank you for tuning in. Hear them motors out there rolling. It is about almost 7 o'clock. Been up since 5. Maybe a rainy day. Just wanted to come do a quick update. Getting ready to head down to Omline on the other side of the island here in a few minutes. Need a translator, so I'm bringing my nephew with me. Wanted to do a few pictures here after our swimming pool pour that we did, which turned out excellent. Guess what? No cracks, dude. I mean, this stuff is 5 inches thick. You know, I always do overkill. In fact, our house that I did a mammoth pour on it. The mammoth pour on the house is the whole floor was poured in one shot. So the exterior footing is 1 foot thick. The interior floors are 8 inches thick. Standard is 4 inches. I doubled it. I got a super extra strong structure. I always do overkill. This is even overkill from American built. And that's what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm trying to build better than even America, okay? So that gives you an idea. So here's our pour. We came in, this is 5 feet. These guys here, man, they work rain or shine. You know, I got to admire them. All this is getting cleaned up this week for landscaping. Got our nice little pool deck. Now look at the inside. This is the tent that they put up over the pool. And look at this, dude. It is coming along so nicely. I am loving it already. I can't wait to go swimming. The steps are almost complete. They have a little bit of fascia there to do. This bottom part they will do this week. We will have a line that comes across in the middle with the floaters on it, probably 2 of them. So if you want to go deep, you can go deep. This is almost 8 feet deep here. So, you know, I'm trying to see if I can find some glass, some fiberglass, because I used to do glass work in South Carolina at Helms Yachts, and I worked at several glass places in Florida back in 2000. No, let's see, well, that was way back there. That was 1987, 88. I worked in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, doing building cigarette boats. I was building hulls, decks, and parts out of fiberglass. So I do know how to do fiberglass. I do know how to build a mold. So if I want to do custom parts or whatever, I can. So that's why I'm thinking about putting my diving board right over here. So when you walk out in the morning, if you want to pull that Leonardo DiCaprio and Wolf of Wall Street and just slam into the pool, you got a diving board there to do it with. I love the beveled edge that they put on this here. It's actually a roll around. I'm actually going to get down in here because I haven't walked it yet. This is where we poured this here for it. We've got actually an inch fall in 6 feet on this concrete. So, you know, we were going to do a pipe like a French drain, and I decided against it. I said this is better because everything tapers all and comes all the way back to this ditch. We'll run down toward the landscape yard. Here's our perimeter wall here. I don't know whether I'm going to paint it or I'll just leave it up to the future owner to do that. I have touch-up painting to do there, as you can see at the top. The stone, I'm going to try and get started. You know, it's always 2 steps forward and 1 step back with construction. We have actually I think about 6 pieces of tile, oh actually 4 pieces of tile left. And all of this is done. We're going to do the pebble stone. It will actually go on the face of this step here and then the driveway. So I'm going to get down in here and let you guys take a look, man. Because, dude, this is off the hook. Off the hook. I love it, man. Look at this crap. Bro, this is tight. This is tight. You know, we had several subscribers that says, oh, where's the pipe at? You know, oh, why are you doing this? Well, here it is, dude. I told you, wait to the end. You know, don't pass judgment until you see what the hell's really going on. You know, we got our inlets here. We have 2 drains in it. There's our strainer up there. Actually, our lights are going in the side here. There's one light right there by the steps, and then there is going to be another light right there. If you can see that little orange, it's right down below, actually below and a little bit to the right of that blue intake. There is another one right here. It's to the left below. And then we have another one right here. So we're going to have 4 LED lights. The grout is an epoxy type grout. So it is waterproof. You know, these guys have been building here for all the resorts for 20 years. So, you know, I have full faith in them. Actually, the cabinet guys, we actually, I went and tried to get materials and stuff like that. So I'm actually doing those. Here, again, I wanted to show you this little beveled edge on the tile. I really like that, you know, because you're not cutting your edge of your leg. These guys are really professional. And believe me, dude, I've been around construction all my life and some of my daddy's life, so I'm thoroughly pleased with everything that's going on here. It's just like, hopefully the typhoon won't affect us, but if it does, these homeboys here got it going on, you know. You know, we put up, look at here, tarps, tents, whatever we got to do. But yeah, all this will be hauled out. All this will either be caravel grass or Bermuda. All those forms and stuff, that's getting ready to get moved. This building's getting torn down. The cedar will stay here with a new coat of varnish. The tool shed will go down. All this will be leveled out over here. So we're getting down to the P's and Q's on this one now. But I'm really happy with the progress, man. I am super happy. The cabinets we are going to build ourselves, custom made. You know, ain't gonna be none of that horse shit, you know, buying prefab Home Depot bullshit. You know, we don't do that. You know, we're gonna do our own. I went in City Hardware to look at their prefab, and it's all plastic, which is horse shit. I ain't putting no damn plastic, you know, in a $250,000 house. There ain't no way in hell. We don't do that. I've never done that, never will do that, and I'll recommend to anybody who's out there building, don't even think about doing that. So this here, like I say, is all going to be gravel. We're going to do that after we redo this plumbing here. So my plumber's coming in. He actually saved me $900. So get out there and do the legwork. Figure out where they're at. Here's our pressure tank and pumps inside. So, you know, we've got that ready to go. This back here will be landscape with grass. Or, you know, if you want to do a small garden, you have that. There's jackfruit and banana trees and everything else. I have a lot of touch-up paint at the top here because when I sprayed it or whatever, I just masked off and I said I'll just come back. So that's not a big deal for me. So yeah, all this is semi-gloss paint, so it'll just wash right off, which I love. Semi-gloss is real easy to keep clean. Our interior doors are going in and going up right now. Now, actually, that was an ordeal. We were looking at, I had to go to 3 different places. And of course, I needed 6 doors. 2 are one size and 4 another, where they would either have the 4 and they wouldn't have the 2, or they'd have the 2 and they wouldn't have the 4. So it was just a constant Mickey Mouse run of the show deal. So here's our doors. These are solid too. They recommend here that you do the solid door. Here it is. We still have to stain it and paint it. But I like the look. It's got a groove. It's kind of got like a Japanese feel to it. They had some other ones. This is our laminated particle board. Well, actually, it's not particle board. It's NDF, which is actually a hell of a lot stronger. So I don't like particle board because it'll delaminate. You look in that direction of it and it'll delaminate. Here's another door. Cabinets. Closet cabinets are getting ready to go in. Here's another door that was installed yesterday. So we got 2 up. We got 2 more to go, and then we've got the bathrooms. The bathrooms I only did 4 foot to utilize place because I don't think you need a lot of room. That is my personal choice. You know, I wanted to do that, you know, because I don't think you need what everything's already in there that's wide enough, you know, unless your ass is bigger than 24 inches, you know, I think you'll do just fine. Turn sideways, shit. I don't know, hell. Call Jenny Craig. Anyway, I've been really pushed this week because I'm still doing everything. We already have the layout here for the cabinets on the wall. Here it will be 8 drawers, which they usually lack here. You always have to buy some type of, people just stick it in a closet and stack it up. So this would be 8. This is a master closet. It's not a walk-in or anything fancy, but it is bigger than the average. So you will have a double closet for the man and a double closet here for the woman, or you know how it goes or whatever. He'll get a half and she'll get 1.5. So, you know, we know how that goes too. Yeah, anybody knows. You know, man, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, these cabinets, dude, they getting ready to go in. I already got the layout on the walls here. I'll give you a shot here of what we're kind of doing for our custom cabinets. This is going to be the island that comes out. We're starting this week. This is going to be the base cabinets here, which will end here. There'll be a stove here. There'll be a refrigerator here with extra cabinets up here. We're going to have a hood because it needs to be vented. Because that dried fish, man, that all you foreigners and Americans out there just love so much. Whatever you go, we need something to get that shit out of here because it has a unique smell. So anyway, here's the top cabinet, which will go all the way across. We're doing a box at the top, and that way there we'll have a post here on the end, and we got the lights that are going in it. I've actually bought this light here, LED from City Hardware. It worked one night and went out. I hate LED. You know, because the LED, if one of them goes out, they go out. Everybody says, oh, they'll last 30 years. I said, yeah, well, some of them don't last but 30 minutes. So don't sell me that horse shit. Number one, they ain't been out 30 years. So how do you know? You know, it's like a lifetime warranty on a new product. I'm like, how do you know? It hasn't been out a lifetime. So you have no clue. You know, it's like the limited lifetime warranty is what you have on a lot of products now. Well, limited, it's not a lifetime. So think about that, you know. So I got most of all my stuff. You gotta excuse my bad hair today, the humidity. You know, I just jumped up, grabbed my wallet and my keys, and out the door I went because I got, like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do today. But everything here we have now. We do have the cabinet laminated. That's coming this week. So, I mean, I like it. I've never seen it delaminate. I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I have lived in the East Coast, which is 100% humidity. Right now, my gauge is showing we're about 65% humidity here. I don't have a problem. You know, if the cabinets are built right, you don't have problems. You know, if you're an idiot and you don't know how to do your laminate or whatever, and you're trying to glue it yourself, then yeah, you could very easily have air bubbles underneath it and it's going to delaminate it. I don't give a damn. It's in, you know, the Mojave Desert, you know, so, you know, everything here is about quality. You know, even like I say, my concrete, had a subscriber talking about, oh, it's going to crack and spade, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you know, dude, if I want any shit out of you, I'll squeeze your head because you don't know what you're talking about. You know, if you pour concrete in water, it will set up. So, you know, he says we're pouring too wet. Well, we didn't pour too wet. So, you know, this is the way I look at building. You know, there are 10 different roads to get to the same ending path. People have different ways of doing things. I poured my basement in Colorado, and it was 8 inches thick. And we poured it wet because we used a pump truck. So it had to flow down 8 feet. So we poured it super soupy or whatever. And you know what, dude? When we had to cut through that 8-inch wall to put a window in, I swear to God, it was like getting through the gates of hell or something. I used a wet concrete diamond blade saw. I used a jackhammer. I used every means that I had, and that is one of the hardest jobs I have ever done in my life. And that stuff is harder than hell. When I put the jackhammer on it, it just vibrated. And this is a big jackhammer. You know, so concrete is harder than hell. So, believe me, I know what the hell I'm doing, okay? So sit back and watch. Maybe you can learn something. You know, you can teach me something too. If you got any suggestions or whatever, I'm always open to learning new things. That's just something that we should do. You know, everything changes. We used to cut crown mold on a table saw upside down and backwards and then cope it out to make it fit. Well, when the chop saw came along, it does 45s and 90s and all, dude, it was like a dream, you know, for this saw that came out. Because now you got all your 45 and your angles, and then all you got to do is cope things out. So if I would have been an idiot and not paid attention to the new products and new tools and stuff that's out there, I never would have known that life is easier. They build these tools for a reason. I do, even though we built for years, quality. I've had several guys. I'm always checking out new YouTube techniques and videos and things to make my projects better and better and better. Because I want to be well known in the Philippines as the American builder who does a super overkill good job. You know, that's the name of my game. I mean, I'm not I had some friends that came over, and I mean, these guys are just like computer wizards. I mean, it's the stock market, and it's about Tesla, and it's about the technology of AI. And I mean, dude, it just goes over my head like a cool breeze on a sunny afternoon in Carolina. You know, I'm like, dude, I can't even keep up with that aspect of those things. But see, the thing, one of the guys told me, he said, I really like it because you're a realist. You know, I said, an AI will never be able to go out there and pick up a hammer and say, hey, I think you might need an extra nail there, or you need to move that screw a little bit closer. You know, even if the economy goes to shut down, I will keep building. And when people stop building because things are too expensive, they'll add on a room. They'll add on a carport, a garage. You know, we need a deck out here. We need some stone work done. You know, and believe me, we do it all. You know, my father was building his whole life, and as soon as I could pick up a hammer, you know, when I was, oh God, I don't know, 8, 9 years old, you know, we were out building tree houses and clubhouses. Daddy would bring home stuff from work, and Daddy'd come home the next day, and he's like, good God, y'all done took all my stuff or whatever and built a tree house up there? And I was like, yeah, come check it out, you know. So, you know, we've had our hand in this since we were young, very young. I love building. I love creating. I love standing back at the end of a job and say, damn, that looks so good, dude. That looks so good. I love taking pride in my work. So my whole point is with the world the way it is today, what if the damn power goes out? In fact, one of my friends told me, he said he had a brownout for, I think it was like all day in Siargao, which is a big surfing area here in Philippines. And guess what? He said because of the brownout, he lost $250,000 trade online. So I told him, I said, you know, dude, that's 12 hours of the power being out. What if it's another typhoon? What if the utilities get hit or whatever, and you got no power for 6 months? I said, what are you gonna do then? You know, I'm gonna pick up my hammer and my tools and my saw, and I'm going to work. You know, I got a generator, I got solar power, so I will continue to work, you know, if I got to go back to the old handsaw days. But anyway, just wanted to do a quick recap here. Show you that everything is rolling. I'm so happy the way this thing is turning out, dude. It is turning out better than I anticipated. So I will do another update in a couple days or whatever. Like I said, I'm so slammed right now. But I'll do another update in a few days. We had a couple friends over last night and did some barbecue chicken. And we did some bratwurst, a little bit of pork. So, you know, it was a good evening. You know, nobody's drinking. Good conversation, good philosophizing. I love good philosophizing. You guys take care out there. Want to give I love you out there to my wife. She is coming back August 15th. Everybody's been wanting a date, so there it is. She is coming back August 15th, so the kids are excited. We're excited. She's been gone almost 3 months, so it's like Christmas. And in fact, it is one day before our anniversary. our 10-year married anniversary, but we've been together 18 years. November will be 19 years. So, you know, when you're with somebody that long, you just don't throw shit away. You know, this ain't McDonald's. I just don't throw shit away. I have fought for our family and our love and our happiness, you know, for 18 years. And I want us to be successful. You know, I don't want to be rich. Don't give a shit about that. I think money changes everybody and everything. That's what's wrong with the world today. It's the love of money. So just sustenance and covering and comfortable life. So you guys have a fantastic day out there. The G-Man will be seeing you soon. Right on, right on, right on.